Hello and thank you for checking out What's Up at Fun Factory Hobbies, this video for the week ending October 3rd, Saturday of 2020. Boy howdy do we have a lot of stuff to talk about this week. Tammy and I spent Wednesday and Thursday all day and well into the night learning about new games that have recently come out, new games that are going to be coming out before Christmas, or perhaps not quite before Christmas because COVID is really messing up shipping, but we talked about that last week. And even some new stuff that will be coming first half of 2021, God willing. We also ordered a whole bunch of it because it's cool and you want to play it. Well, maybe not you, but you. Yeah, you. You definitely want to play it. So anyway, let's get into the new stuff. Now, normally I like to separate out the just new to us, but it's been out for a while versus the new just released this week kind of stuff. But there's so much of it, and this little area where I've got all of it stored at the moment is too small to separate it and organize it, so we're just going to mix it all together. How about that? Where to start? How about Fantasy Flight, Arkham Horror, the card game. This is an expansion pack, the Innismith Conspiracy. We know we've got several Arkham Horror card game fanboys out there. Perhaps you'll want that. From Steve Jackson Games, Munchkin Black Friday. Happy Black Friday. This package contains 10 identical packs of 5 Munchkin cards you can mix into your set at home. Yes, that's 9 more than you actually need, but now your holiday shopping's complete. How about that? Always fun Munchkin stuff. We've had Rory's Story Cubes before, but this is in a fairly new magnetic tuck box display instead of the peg hanging thing that you tear apart and throw away. So new but not new. But this is new this week. Star Wars is in the magnetic tuck box, although I think it was actually available in the hanging display before that too. Pokemon Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes released today. We got 4 in and sold 4. So I'm not even going to show it to you because it's no point. I can't get any more. How about that? From Fantasy Flight, the Story Cubes are actually produced by an Asmodee, one of the Asmodee companies also, just FYI. Marvel Champions. This game's been out for a while. It's a card game set in the Marvel Universe, but one of our regulars asked me to order a copy of it in for him. He said it was pretty cool, so now we've got a copy for sale. This is new. Marvel Splendor, or is it Splendor Marvel? I don't know. Splendor. We've had the core game of Splendor for, I don't know, a couple of years now. It's pretty fun, fast-playing treasure collecting game. This one is Marvel themed. I'm assuming built around the Infinity Gauntlet since that's prominently featured on the picture on the front of the box. Haven't played this version of it, but the original Splendor is awesome, so I'm sure this one is too because Marvel is awesome and Splendor is awesome, so awesome. These books have been out for a while, but now they're in a handy-dandy pocket edition, the Tome of Beasts and Creature Codex from Kobold Press. The pocket editions have been real popular with Pathfinder products for a while, about half the size of the hardback, so less weight in your backpack means you can carry more books, which with Pathfinder you need a lot of books. But also they're about half the price of the hardback, so win-win. From WizKids, from the board game side, we've got Super Skill Pinball. It's a roll and write. Comes with 4 different pinball machines that you play with varying complexity. Pretty cool game. We also have a demo copy of that, so if you want to take a peek at it before you buy it, that's cool too. We watched a playthrough of that at the convention that we were at. It looked really neat. The roll and write seems to be a really popular format for new games coming out. Speaking of WizKids, on the terrain side, we've got the latest 4D terrain. This one, the encampment, the campfire, actually is wired for LED, so you have an actual flickering campfire in it. That's pretty sweet. Of course, if you're one of our boys or girls, you know we've got a whole wall full of the WizKids unpainted minis and the D&D Nozzler's Marvelous Miniatures line, the Pathfinder Deep Cuts line, and the WizKids Deep Cuts line, and a bunch of other miniatures for that matter. But now, these products have been out for a little while, but we have them finally. D&D Nozzler's Marvelous Brush Set to paint the minis. Marvelous Pigments Adventurer Paint Set. So a small pack of, looks like 10 paints there. And the Monster Paint Set has a bunch more. 12 million, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it says on there, but I'm not seeing it quickly. And we got a lot more to go through. So anyway, we have those now. Of course, we already have, you can see it back there, the rack of paints, so that when you use up one of those bottles, one of those colors, because you're painting a whole orc army, for example, you can replace the bottle. Just the bottle. How about that? Also produced by WizKids. These were supposed to be in several weeks ago, but the warehouse screwed up and didn't ship them. We finally got the booster packs for the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden set. A lot of the figures in this set, and now these are random boosters, kind of like your Magic or Pokemon packs. You don't know exactly what you're going to get in a booster other than 1 large and 3 smaller medium. A lot of the monsters and characters and whatnot that you will find in the adventure of the same title for 5th edition D&D. From the OP, aka USAopoly. This is an expansion for the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle cooperative deck building game. This is the Charms and Potions expansion, so adding Charms and Potions. Also adds a 5th player. You can now play as Ginny Weasley. Cool stuff. While we're in the realm of fantasy games, got the new Hero Realms deck building game adventure storage box. This thing is huge, probably 3 times as much storage as the previous Hero Realms storage product, which we can't get anyway. Let's see, there's that. One more adventure themed product. We've had Mega Dungeons 1 and 2. We now have Mega Dungeon 4 in the from Gaming Paper. It's 8.5 by 11 map sheets that link together to form a giant. This particular one, rooftops and alleyways. And sometime in the not too distant future, we will be getting Mega Dungeon 3, which I believe is sewers. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever it is, it's been on the Gaming Paper website for a while, but the warehouse where we order these from, for some reason, didn't have number 3. They went 1, 2, 4. But they're going to be bringing in number 3, and when they do, we'll get it. Trying to use words here. Challenge. Okay, other stuff. We've been carrying a smattering of product from Nord Games, and they've been proving rather popular with several of our customers, so we're starting to bring in some of their card decks. We have a couple of the Wandering Monster card decks. Waterways and Dungeon arrived in today's shipment, and we have more coming. They also have a Luck deck, which we have. And then they have these Objects of Intrigue decks. They come in Wildlands, Waterways, Underground, and Dungeon, and those would be the same packs that the Wandering Monster decks will come in. The 2 that we didn't get this week should be coming sometime next week from another warehouse, because our primary warehouse was out of stock of them. I think that's it for the adventuring fantasy stuff. Let's see. Card games. We got a whole bunch of quick playing, small box, so good for stocking stuffers for a holiday that's coming up in about 3 months. First off, from Renegade Games, just came out, Gudetama. Channel your inner lazy egg in this over-easy trick-taking game. Good stuff. We got to see a playthrough of that at the trade show. Looked really fun, obviously, because I brought it in. So there you have it, Gudetama. Several titles from Pandasaurus. The Mind has been out for a while, a 2 to 4 player game. It's a cooperative game. Are you and your friends ready to become one mind? It's an ingenious, addictive, and ridiculously fun game that everyone is buzzing about. How do you know what's in someone's hands without speaking? How do you make the right decision when the game is on the line? The answers lie in this little box, but beware, once you enter the mind, you will not be able to think about anything else. And while the rules are simple, surviving every level is anything but. Gets a lot of good reviews online. They did a quick playthrough it again at the trade show. It looked really cool. The game, another card game from Pandasaurus. Open this box, you and your friends will never want to put it away. It might be a little hyperbole. Highly addictive, award-winning card game pits the players against the game itself. Everyone must work together to play all the cards in 2 decks that represent the passage of time. The ultimate game. They had a quick playing version, which we have on back order, or it's coming out later in the month, that we got to see a playthrough of, but this being the original. Also gets a lot of good buzz online. And Quinto is a rousing, fast-paced dice game from the people who brought you Quicks, and we do carry Quicks and Quicks Deluxe, just FYI. One person rolls, everyone takes their turn. Be sure to think fast. Players must fill their colored rows as quickly as possible and cleverly to snag the most bonus points and win the game. Also from Pandasaurus, Machikoro 5th Anniversary Edition. This has been a really popular title of theirs for a very long time. And also, the 5th Anniversary Edition upgrades a lot of the components, but it's the same great gameplay as Machikoro's had for apparently 5 years now, since this is the 5th Anniversary Edition. And also, the 5th Anniversary expansion has both the Harbor and the Millionaire's Row expansion packs in it. Same higher quality components as the 5th edition core game. Now, we've had Machikoro Legacy, which of course a legacy game is the kind of game that develops as you play it. The game actually changes because you're putting stickers on the board and removing and adding components and whatnot. These are not legacy games. They're just plain old board games. Still awesome. What else have we got? Oh, for some of the normies out there, Domino Rally. I know I loved playing and stacking dominoes when I was a youngster. I had a game something like this when I was, I don't know, 10. So this will be going in our normally bubble. But look pretty cool. So, hey, maybe you like it too. Or maybe you've got kids or grands that would be interested in it. Asmodee has a special promotion going on right now. Buy 2, get 1 free. Any of these games. We've got Arkham Horror board game, Ticket to Ride, Spot It, Catan, Story Cubes, and it happens to be this box version only qualifies. 7 Wonders 2nd Edition and Pandemic. We do not have 7 Wonders 2nd Edition. The copies of 7 Wonders that we have are 1st Edition because, well, 2nd Edition came out. But other than that, we've got all these in stock. Buy 2, get 1 free. Simple as that. Of course, the least expensive of the 3 is the one that will be free. Come take advantage of it. Runs through October 18th, so a couple more weeks to take advantage of that. So please do. Boy, that's a lot of stuff. More stuff coming next week, of course. Asmodee's got a pile of new goodies coming out all through the month of October. And like I say, some of the card decks and a bunch of other stuff were not available in our primary warehouse, so they're coming from a farther away warehouse. They're supposed to arrive about the middle of next week. Tune back in then and see what's up at Fun Factory Hobbies, because that's what's up for this week. Thanks for checking in. If you enjoyed the content of this video, like it, and please do subscribe wherever. I don't know where that button is. I don't know why I'm pointing. Yeah, subscribe, because once we hit 100 subscribers, I can actually send out the link that says YouTube/channels/Fun Factory Hobbies instead of YouTube/channels/ because, well, I can't remember, and you probably can't either. So yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks. Subscribe, like. See you next time.